All right, so I just got back from Sequoia, and it was a much-needed trip. Super zen, super tranquil. Yeah, my body got a 2-day rest, sorta. I did cardio, hiking, doesn't count. But I'm ready to get back after it. It's bulking season. We started yesterday with the food, and today we're going to hit shoulders. And I'm going to be focusing on the front part of my shoulder, along with the side, the rear delts I hit yesterday. And what we're going to do is, first starting off, we're going to go for 8 to 12 reps, kind of going like heavy, but 12 reps should be failure. And then we're not going to get to the heavy reps until like maybe 3-4 weeks, because, we want to get this food in, and we want to have the energy, we want to have our joints lubricated, and we want to be ready to, we want to progressively go up. So we're not just going to go all gung-ho at the beginning. So we got shoulders today, and I will catch you at Onyx.
What's up, YouTube? We're here today. Freaking making money.
Making shmoney.
If you ever see me sitting on a bench with like my feet on the part where your butt's supposed to be, and I'm hitting like chest or shoulders, what that does is it helps target that specific spot that you want to hit by pushing your lower back straight into the chair. Normally when you're sitting, you'll have like this arch in your lower back, and when you do that, I feel like it takes away tension from either the shoulder or the upper chest. So I've been doing that as of late, and like my shoulders and my chest have shot up dramatically. Alright, well, I went for a run and ended up going on a walk. Now I'm sitting down, so whatever. I'm at my favorite place in Newport, besides Onyx, which is like this park that overlooks, here, I'll show you real fast. Check it out. It overlooks the water. When you have your schedule set up right, and your schedule includes your meals, when you have that set up right, then you don't have to think about anything anymore. Now you're in routine. Now your body looks good. Now you feel good. And like once you look good, once you feel good, then you start to gain that self-confidence, then you start to act differently, your behavior changes. Once your behavior changes, then how they treat you change. So that ultimately makes your reality change. And it all starts with a structured schedule and being disciplined to that schedule. So I highly recommend writing out a schedule. Don't just keep it in here, because like this can only hold so much in the consciousness at one time. So you write it out and then stick to it. You do that, like watch how your life changes. It's going to take time, but like it will change. So the foundation is discipline, and the thing that you like, if you don't have a schedule, like what do you have to be disciplined about? Nothing. So like you need the schedule in order to be disciplined, and then you stick to that schedule. But you just have to make sure that schedule is going to give you what it is that you want. It's as simple as that. My schedule involves me being sexy as fuck. So it's lifting, eating, and then working on myself and experiencing life. Ooh, that's actually something pretty interesting. So it's like you go on this journey to figure out what life's all about and how reality works. And as you do that, you go through all these trials and tribulations, figuring out all these things. And it's funny because it leads you straight back to where you are. And the answer is just live life. Just do you and live life. That's the answer. And it's absolutely crazy because I've been on like a 7-8 year journey trying to figure out life. And it's like a complete circle. Whoop, back to just all you have to do is just be authentic. Don't let other energies dictate what you do. So be authentic to you and just live life. And whatever your purpose is, whatever your nature is, it's all going to come to you. But I guess there's a lot of work that you got to do in order to get that, because there's so many cycles that you're in, and like the way that you're conditioned is like that of letting other energies dictate your behavior and what you do. keeping you at like a lower frequency, a lower vibration, and just kind of holding you back. It's like it keeps you angry, it keeps you jealous, it gives you envy, it gives you everything negative. And then once you become aware of those and you start conditioning yourself out of it, your cycle changes, and then easy peasy lemon squeezy after that. It's cool because what I found is, in order to get to know those cycles and awareness all come from your mind. Like, that's how awareness works. In order to know your mind, first you must know the body. That's how I figured it out. Started learning my body, started becoming aware of like how everything worked in my body, like just by feel. Like, okay, where am I contracting my chest? Where am I contracting my back? Like, am I actually hitting it, or am I just doing the movements kind of thing? And so once I figured that out, then that led me to asking questions about my mind. Like, why am I doing what I'm doing? Why am I thinking what I'm thinking? Why am I feeling what I'm feeling? Why did I stop that rep? Like, why did I stop that set? Am I actually in pain, or is like that voice inside my head telling me to stop? Like, what is that voice inside of my head? And then you just go down this long inquiry of trying to figure out how you work as a person. And then once you figure that out, oh my gosh, it gets crazy after that. Definitely worth the journey. It leads to liberation, it leads to freedom, leads to joy. Because right now it's like the place that we live in, or most people live in, is that of expectation and not being at the place that they want to be at. So it's like their mind is in the future, their body's in the present, and it's just like they're not happy until they reach wherever it is they need to reach. And it's crazy because I think Alan Watts said something like if the whole point of life, or if the whole point of a composition of, like, let's say classical music or something, was the whole point was getting somewhere, getting to the end, then people would just be playing the last note. But the whole point of a composition, or the whole point of a dance, or a whole point of a play, which is basically life, is the whole entire thing. So it's like, we're not, like, us as humans, we don't live it until our minds, we don't live it, or we won't do things, or I'll be happy until, like, I won't be happy until I reach this certain thing. And it's like, you finally get there and you look back and it's been 50, 60 years and you're like, what have I been doing? I've been wasting my life. And it's funny because you still won't be happy once you get it. So, yeah, it's just all about being in the moment. It's all about having no expectation. It's all about just being authentic to yourself. It's hard to do. But once you do it, you see a major shift and you actually become happy. And you actually become yourself too. Like, why? It's like you do what you want to do. It makes life fun. Rather than doing things that you don't want to do, or doing things based on other people's energy, like judgment. Like, people are judging you. Say you like playing, I don't know, Magic the Gathering or something. I don't play that, so I don't know. But say you like playing that, and then, somebody gives you judgment. Oh, Magic the Gathering's for losers or something, or whatever judgment. And then you kind of hide that aspect of you. I remember when I was in, maybe kindergarten, my best friend at the time, I was hanging out with my best friend at the time, and I liked Barney. He said Barney was for babies, and all of a sudden, I stopped liking Barney. But I liked Barney. I just hid that aspect of myself. So that was kind of, like, looking back, like, I feel sad for that younger child within myself that had to go through that. But, like, that's what we go through as children. That's how we, like, that's the path of life. And, like, now that we're older, you're kind of, like, getting back to that inner child as an adult, and just being filled with wonder and joy, and just doing whatever it is that you want to do that makes you happy, that gives you fulfillment, whatever your purpose is in life. All right, I'm hungry. I want some peanut butter jelly sandwiches. Let's go.